It's that time of the year. We're going to be wrapping the truck in Christmas lights. I can't wait. All right, so you guys are going to be kind of following me. We are, of course, recording a YouTube video as well. So there's going to be some parts where I'm just like not paying attention to the stream a little bit, but I'm going to be doing my best to keep up with chat, and we're going to go from there. I forgot to let everyone on Instagram know that I'm live, but oh well. All right. Now, yeah, so I need to record the next scene right here. So we're gonna take this camera, make sure it doesn't fucking die. All right. All right. Okay. How does that look? Let's go in here. Okay. Well, maybe a little too high. There we go. I get what's going on. Just need to swap hands. That's all I need. Okay, that's close enough. All right. I'm going to be setting you guys down to get this part recorded. Yep. All right. Okay, getting started, we have our inverter, so we're going to have to snake out the lights without damaging the bulbs. Last year I went through the top of the door, but this year I'm going to try to go through the bottom of the door as well. Am I recording? I might be. Pretty sure I am. I want to redo that take anyway. All right. We have our lights plugged into a... We have our lights plugged into an inverter over here. I have 120 watt. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I'm going to let you know in the caption right here. So last year I snaked out the lights through the top of the door, but this year I'm going through the bottom of the door. We just need to make sure that we don't damage any lights when feeding it outside the truck. So that's where I'm going with these. Any chatters yet? 4 people. Welcome to the stream. We are wrapping the truck in Christmas lights and also recording a video, so that's why you guys were down low. But look at this. 1 reel out of 3. Probably won't be enough lights tonight, but we're going to figure that out in the long haul. Who's excited? Who's ready? Who's ready for the Christmas spirit in November? All right. Now we got to feed these out. That will be fine. So I'm going to have to clean that. I really want to go up, but these lights don't have that much slack. The set I did last year had like 5 feet of slack, so I could feed it up through the top. But this year, I'm going to have to feed it through the bottom, and that looks sharp. So I guess we're just going to try it, see what happens. I have a detailing spray in the back. I'm not going to show you the back because my truck is a mess, but I'll let you guys look at the Christmas lights while I do that real quick. I just need to clean off the area so the vinyl wrap will stick. Look at those. I can't wait to put those on. Ooh. I'm going to turn away the light so I'm not blinding anyone driving by. Oh, you know what? You know what's funny? I actually don't have the detail spray on me. I was sanding my mom's car's headlights, and I was using the detail spray, and I never put it back. This is why you always put your tools back. But since we're using a heat gun, I think we could do that. I mean, it's going to be held by the door anyway. I don't have a girlfriend, so this door won't be used. All right. And this year, I'm actually using vinyl. So you guys would normally expect painter's tape for the Christmas lights, but I'm actually using vinyl. So I have a 200-foot cord hooked up to some power, and I'm going to be heat gunning the vinyl. 35 views, wow. Welcome, everybody. Do I have comments off or something? I hope I don't. I didn't even think that was a thing I could turn off. Oh, yeah, there we go. All messages. Okay. Chat should be working. Where to put you guys for this? I'm just going to put you right here. All right. Now, the most important thing is that the lights don't break. Which is going to be pretty hard for this one. Oh, wait. You know what I could do? I could just take this sucker out. Yep. Ah. Damn it. All right, fine. I can't take that one out. This is going to be interesting, everybody. We have to make it so this doesn't break when we open and close the door. I think that's fine right there. Okay, I need to plug in the heat gun, and then we could put this vinyl on. Okay, we have the heat gun plugged in. Now we need a piece of this on there. This kind of sucks. I got the Walmart lights. I thought there was going to be a little bit more slack than this, but we're going to make do. Here. No siree. All right, we got our piece on. Now we just need some heat. This is totally gonna be too much, huh? I'm gonna do a shut test real quick, guys. This is always the hardest part. Yeah. We need to figure something else out. All right. Let's try this area maybe, and then we could go from there, because that's definitely going to hit. And then we have about this far in the door goes. So that's also a problem. Yikes. All right, Walmart. Not the best start. Oh, yeah. Let's get the reel off of the hood of the truck, and maybe I'll have a little bit more slack. Okay. Thought the bulbs were getting hot for a second. I'm going to start the truck. It's going to be a little loud, but I don't want my battery dying, so... The lights just fell. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. They're still on. That means we didn't damage anything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay. Let's I'm gonna try to go through the top like I did last year. Let's see if that does anything. Because it was definitely getting cut off with power down there. So we definitely don't want to crush the core. Hi guys. I can't see chat right now, but hi. Okay. Oh, you guys are connected to the truck. No. Gosh. Sorry, guys. You were connected to the truck. Okay. Now we can turn off the stereo. And it shouldn't do that until we turn the truck back on. Okay. Film clip for YouTube, and then we could start actually assembling stuff. Whew. Just got to remind myself I'm doing this early so I don't have to deal with it later until I uninstall everything. All right, I'm going to put you guys down over here and adjust the light for the camera, the big boy camera. All right, I'm going to take the camera off the tripod for this. Okay, so I was personally struggling with getting the lights outside of the cab this year because I didn't have any slack at all. But basically, I had to go from the top where there's weather trim and it's soft, or else it'll cut the wires off. You don't want that to happen because if one bulb shuts off, the rest of the line shuts off. So this is kind of what my tip setup is for now. And this is what the temp setup looks like for now. I'm going to go back through and duct tape that inverter right there, but they're finally not shutting off when the door's closed, and that's what we were looking for. Now, like I said, I'm going to do sections, and then I'm going to do the important vinyl first. That way I make sure the vinyl goes to the right spots, and I can go back and do everything else later in terms of tape and vinyl. All right. Here's the fun part, y'all. Here's the fun part. Okay. So I need some vinyl, and I need a heat. So I'm at least doing this side of the truck first, and then I need to figure out how I want to transfer everything because I want to get the tailgate, the roof, the hood, the bumper. Last year I only did the doors and some slight trim on the back and front. So this year I'm going a little bit more in depth with the lights, so there's a little bit more planning I have to do. Probably getting somebody looks right now like, oh, it's November, man, it's November. It is November, but you gotta get ahead of the trend before it gets boring. Okay, I just realized I need to open the door one more time to ensure that there's enough slack that the door will actually open. Please nothing break. I don't want to do that right now. Put that on the ground. Lift these up. Okay, that's kind of slack. Okay, I think that worked for vinyl. Anything in the chat yet? Elizabeth, welcome to the live stream. No, it is a LMM Duramax. It is a 2010 Duramax, and that's pretty much it. there's parts of me that wishes it was an L5P, but you know, I think this is one of the more underrated Duramaxes, in my opinion. But she's fast, okay? And the one thing with LMM and LBZs are that hopefully I don't have... Is this outside? I can't have ever. You know, there's one way that... The one thing that sucks about LMM Duramaxes and LBZs is that you're kind of capped to 600 horsepower before everything starts breaking loose. Moisture, moisture, go away. Go in the headlight another day. Moisture, moisture, go away. Come in the headlight another day. I don't think this is doing shit. Ah, there we go. There it goes. I don't know how it got in. These were pretty sealed for the longest time earlier this year. I'm just gonna have to go for the expensive boys next year when it warms back up. The custom Alpha Rexes, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on the hood. Or did you prefer the angle on the ground? Very bad. For some reason, it was trying to connect me to the Wi-Fi, so we don't need the Wi-Fi. All right, you guys want this angle or on the hood? Because I'm about to start stringing some lights on. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on the ground for now. I'll come back, check, and chat later. But we need to get some progress going. It's Idaho, it's cold. So, all right. Working so far. If I need more heat too, I have a additional heat gun as well. That goes up to 1,000 degrees. So if this little Craftsman cheapo is not working, you talk about the O1s. Well, speaking of L5P, that's probably a Ford, actually. Anyways. Because, like, the front doors will be a little bit faster, right? But last year, just doing doors on each side and a little bit of bumper trim and on each side, the front and back, still took me 3 hours. This is probably going to take me 6 hours probably. Because I'm doing vinyl, so I need a heat gun each strip that I put down until I run it. I have more vinyl inside. I'm kind of just seeing how much vinyl I go through. Because I don't want to overcut, because that's expensive vinyl. I'm running a inverter, so the one I have in there is 120. The one I ran last year is 150, but I forgot where the cord is for it, so this isn't a fresh inverter too. It's just something I borrowed from someone I know. So in my experience, I could get away with a 150 watt inverter, but we're gonna see how far a 120 watt inverter gets you, because that's what's plugged in right now. Okay, I'm putting you guys back down, and I'm going to stop recording on the big camera. Any last comments before I go back? Baby, go back. Okay, setting you guys down. Okay, so let's think about this. I'm going to go in a up-down pattern, but we also have to worry about these. So how am I going to do that? So up, then up. I got it. I got it. I'm going to spin you guys around in the mirrored direction. Everything will be like reversed and look weird, but at least I could read comments a little bit better. Because why live stream if I can't chat with you guys? Because I'm sure eventually there's going to be some pretty good questions about these lights and how to do them. Everybody. This vinyl's fancy. It kind of just does the bubbles out itself. No wonder why it was so spendy. Oh no! That was my bad. Party foul. Party foul. Oh, okay, I was about to be like, what's it stuck on? Okay, we got it rolled out a little bit more. Now we go back up. Right about there. I should probably go tighter on that, huh? Yeah, just a little bit tighter. That's fine. Literally been 11 months since I did this, so I'm going to be a little rusty. There we go. Captain said that was cool as F. Yeah, I agree with Captain. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's time consuming, but it's pretty cool once it's done. Vinyl makes it a little bit longer though. We're going to be out here for a while. All right, let's take a little view out and see what they look like from a distance. Yeah, that's coming together. Definitely doing a lot more Christmas lights than last year. There we go. Definitely a lot more. I'm not sure what to do right here because of how like small this area is. Yeah, there we go. We'll just do multiples. There we go. We'll just keep doing that. All right, everybody. I'm going to end this live stream for now. I might go live later tonight. But if you have any questions real quick about putting Christmas lights on your car, let me know. If not, I'm going to be making a YouTube video on how to do this on the channel. So if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe and stay tuned because that is definitely coming soon. I'm going to be teaching everybody how to do this because it looks really cool. I'll give it about 30 seconds for questions and then I'll end the live stream. This is definitely a lot easier with music. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you go. Have a wonderful night.